Hey everyone, welcome back to the OAG RC. We are on to part 3 of our Thunder Dragon build series. Now, if you remember last time we were together, I didn't have a spare bearing, which I now have to go in this side of the build. So hopefully that comes out of there easy enough. No, it doesn't. Typical. Yeah, we're going to try and get that out of there. That's not going to be fun, is it? Bearing's out, or bushing's out. Bearing is now... Whoop, earthquake. Sorry about that, everyone. It's now going in. There we go. So we've now got bearings in the wheel hubs instead of bushings, which is what we want. We don't want plastic hockey pucks in anything really, do we, if we can avoid it. Right guys, we're on to bag number C, or bag letter C, should I say. First step is going to be, by the looks of the diagrams over there, be popping on a servo and centering it. And then, yeah, doing all that sort of business. Got the necessary kit here. And what I've decided to do is whack on a high torque servo saver. I've got loads of these. 2 reasons. One, when I first started building the kits up, I was having all sorts of problems with the servo saver. Mainly because I think I wasn't building it properly, I wasn't tightening it up enough. But now I've kind of got used to it. I don't have as many problems with them now. It was a DTO3, it just kept like breaking open every single time I ran the car. So I just basically started buying or running servo savers, high torque servo savers. So I ended up buying, I can't remember where I got them from, I got a boatload of them on a bit of a deal. And then I realised that actually you don't necessarily need them in every single kit. So I don't put them in every kit anymore, because in some kits they don't actually fit properly. I think the lunchbox I had problems with. I think they were difficult going into the Rising Fighter. If I remember correctly, I think I had to cut a load of the body away to get it to work in there. So actually it's not always appropriate to use. Will it be okay in this kit? Oh, that's a good question. I should probably skip ahead a little bit and have a think whether it will be or won't be. I mean, I can't see why it wouldn't, but then it is a bathtub chassis with it pointing down. Oh, I don't know. Do I go for it, or do I just put the standard one in? Do you know what? Change of plan. I'm going to put the kit one in, and I'm going to save this, and then if the kit one goes in fine, then maybe we can double back around and put the high torque one in afterwards. What do you reckon? Good plan? Good plan. Yeah, I took myself out of that, didn't I? So this was originally, this receiver combo was originally running in my daughter's lunchbox, and I took it out of there because I've replaced it with like a Carson setup for her. Right, we're rocking and rolling in there. Yeah, replaced it with a Carson start receiver setup-y thing, which is designed, one of these, this one actually, designed for little people's hands. It's great, works brilliant. She can drive a holiday buggy, she can drive a lunchbox around, no problem whatsoever. So I thought I'd whip out the electronics that were in that, or certainly the receiver and the ESC, and then put it to better use in another RC. Reached a point in the build where I'm getting a little bit gung-ho for 2 reasons. One, I'm getting towards the end of the build, so always, oh bloody hell, always makes me feel a bit more confident as you start to get in towards the latter stages. So once I've got the shocks built and the gearbox is built, I do tend to start getting a bit excited because I think, oh, I haven't got much to do now. I'm, you know, putting throw the electronics in, paint the body, job done. So I get all excited. And also, I'm not really enjoying building off this screen, to be quite honest. Now, that is a bit of a problem because I do have a few more RCs to build where I don't have the manual. So I'm going to have to do something similar with those where I build it off the screen. But with those, I've got a car that I'm restoring. So because I've got a car that I'm restoring, I'm not worrying too much about the kit and what bags stuff's coming out of, because I'll be disassembling the car as I go. Oh, I would have had enough room for that servo saver in there. Easy. Easy would have gone in there, no worries. Look. Look at that, loads of bloody space. Hey ho, you live and learn. And I just feel that they should be part of the integrity of the shell and not a wibbly wobbly post that you're screwing on. I mean, it just doesn't feel right, if I'm honest. I had this problem with the Cougar build. I can't get enough leverage on the screw to screw it in properly. That is spinning about. Oh, Tamiya thought about that, didn't they, when they did that? Brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. As I've been building this, I've been thinking to myself about that Terra Scorcher that I've got. And I've been thinking, do I really want to build another one of these up in, you know, a year or two's time? Now I've built the Thunder Dragon. How much different? Bear in mind, I've put the bearings in, and it's okay, it's got a monoshock at the front. Whereas the Terra Scorcher has got universals all the way around, so that will make a difference in terms of the way it puts power down, maybe, and the way it drives. But yeah, do I really want to build another one of these up? I don't know the answer to that at the moment, but it's certainly something on my mind. Am I crazy to be thinking like that? Does anyone think, can't crazy? Sort yourself out, just build it up, have a bit of fun with it. You'll probably really enjoy it. Oh, brilliant, steering rods. My favourite. Yeah, so I don't know how I feel about that Terra Scorcher now. Part of me wants to, because I've had it for so long, I just think I should build it. Because, well, I picked it for all the right reasons, didn't I? I wanted to build a Terra Scorcher. But there's also a bit of me that thinks I don't know if I fancy building this all up all over again. Because it's essentially the same chassis. It's just, there's some other little extra bits on it. I don't know. See how I feel. But let me know what you think. I hate these things. I hate ball cuppy, sodding things. I hate them with a passion. The Tamiya kit designs come on quite a way, haven't they? I mean, the concept's still the same. Build the front, build the back, bolt them together. But the middle part of the chassis has just developed so much over the last couple of years. It's just jamming it into the body like so. Although what I would say is that's probably not going anywhere. Rear gearbox is now assembled. Now I hadn't considered when I put this ESC in that the drive shaft's got to go along there. Now, is it straight along there? In which case we haven't got too much of a problem. I mean, that all slotted together quite easily, to be fair. there wasn't as much jiggling around as I was expecting there to be. And suddenly it looks like a buggy. Nice. This is going together really nicely like this. Super digging it. We've got a little bit more work to do in terms of the body work and the driver figure and that sort of stuff, but we're going to save all that boring stuff for the next video, because that's where we're going to do some interesting groovy stuff with the body. Can't believe we've got to that point already. It's been a relatively quick build actually, this. I mean, I don't know how many hours, probably about 6 hours to build, but yeah, there's been a bit of faffing in between that, to be honest. I would imagine it's edited down into quite a nice little set of videos, to be honest. There we go. Ooh, that didn't like the sound of that. That bit when you get to the end, you just can't wait. Whoa! That is nice. I like the way that has come together. Feels like it's got bags of power. And also that steering, I mean, how often, I don't know how often I put a Tamiya together where I twizzle the steering, and one, it looks pretty straight to start with, and two, I went full lock both sides there and there was no chatter on it. Now, interestingly, the end points are both set to 100%. So, that is pretty much spot on, to be quite honest. There you go. Our Thunder Dragon chassis is built. Now, I wasn't in the final stages that was going together. I was thinking, no, I'm not so sure about this, not so sure about it. And now it's together. I really like it. Looks great. Something about that last bit of the build where you just getting that final step together. And that's going to look awesome, actually. Really pleased with it. Really pleased with it. There we go. Thunder Dragon's chassis is complete. Andy, thanks for selling this to me. It's been really, really good fun building it up. Looking forward to getting this out on the Orchard Raceway next year and seeing what it's capable of. But the next thing we've got to do is we've got to put the body on it. We've got to finish it up. We've got to put the body on. We've got to do the driver. We've got to put that little plastic tray over the top to keep all the rubbish out the insides of it. So there's still a little bit left to do, but awesome stuff. Guys, thanks ever so much for watching. As always, I will see you soon on the OAG RC. Bye now.